Shalom, shalom, world out there. So, religious mindset equals limitations. We grew up, most of us, traditional churches, Baptists, Pentecost, Seventh day Adventists. We grew up with these religions connected to our souls because of the older people that was above us that introduced us to this way of life. When you begin to read the word and study the Bible for yourself, what you see is that there's another teaching going on inside of the Bible, right? Now, when you focus in on the Messiah, right? Some people say Jesus, some people say Yeshua, Yahusha. Me personally, I say Yahusha, and my perception of who he is different than what people think, right? I do not believe that he is God. I do not believe he is God. I believe he is the Son. I believe that his purpose was to come and show us how to access the spirit which was dwelling in him bodily. He had the fullness of what it is to be walking, talking, breathing as Yahuwah here on earth. Right? That doesn't make him Yah. That just makes him the son that was the express image of him. Just like you have children. When you see your child, you see you. So this explains why Yahusha was able to do the things that he could do because his mind was free from limitation. As you look into the scripture, you'll see constantly the Pharisees will come and challenge him. They would challenge him with the word, but the problem is their perception of the word was very much carnal. So it limited them from their understanding of what he was teaching. So a lot of this is going on now. So this is why I'm making this video so that you guys can understand that the religious mindset is what's keeping you at a limitation. The religious mindset is what keeps you captive of what your true capabilities are. You will never reach a level if you do not basically learn how to go beyond what you were taught. When the Most High tells us to renew our minds, it's basically us clicking the reset button in our mind and allowing ourselves to be retaught, allowing the Spirit of the Most High to dwell within us and to begin the teaching process. And yes, He uses vessels to do that, right? And there's things He can just give to you directly, of course, yes. There's no limitation on what Yah can do for you. So we cannot limit our mindset. So we have to make sure we understand the scriptures. And when it tells us in Acts, you shall receive power when the Ruach HaKodesh come upon you, right? Even scientifically, you got to understand what the body is capable of. We don't use the fullness of our brains, which is a limitation within itself. There's things that we can do, especially the understanding of what the mind is capable of doing, the power that is within us, right? We have to start and begin to look internally, right? We can't look for validation from our pastors, from preachers, even from assembly leaders. We can't look for the validation from them. They're there to guide you, right? They're there to be the vessel and help you access things that you don't know. So basically, Yah will put you in these positions to where He'll have somebody come and assist you so that you can reach a certain level in your life, right? The ones that's sent from Yah. Let me clear that and say that. There's some that's not. There's some that's in it for the money. And that's on both sides. That's on Christian side, that's on Hebrew Israelite side, that's on all sides, right? No matter what religion, whatever it is, not everybody is pure at heart. So the job is right now, especially with everything going on, is to make sure that your perception of who you are is changed. You can't perceive yourself to have limitations on what your capabilities can be, because if you do that, you will never get past a certain level. You will never make it because you won't see yourself for who you truly are. So we got to get out of that type of mindset, and we have to access the spirit of the most high, which is dwelling within you. Right? When you access that, the power of manifestation will come along with that, because now you will be able to speak things into existence. Like the word tells us, life and death is in the power of the tongue. So right now, the full goal of what we need to be doing right now is walking, talking in love, right? When we put out love into the world, comes back to us. We have to prepare our minds, our bodies, and our souls. We have to understand that the Most High, the Creator, Yah, right? He is much bigger than religion. When you read, just because you read in the Bible, don't mean you gotta classify yourself as Christian or as anything. Hebrew Israelite is who you are. That's not a religion. That's literally Hebrew is the culture and Israelite is your nationality. It's like if you saying you African American or you black. You're not black. You're not African American. You're an African Israelite. It's like that's your nationality. And the way that the world has been painting a picture as if that is a movement or if that is like a religion, and it's not. So it kind of sounds weird when you sit and say I'm a Hebrew Israelite in the sense of that's my religion, because that don't make sense. But people who don't really understand will look at it like that. But we have to make sure that our mindsets are in a position to receive certain revelation from the Most High. So I'm just here just to tell you guys, we have to change our mindset and we have to move toward understanding. The word tells us, with all that getting, get understanding. So we have to get understanding. And that understanding is basically us examining ourselves, because the most important thing is for us to be renewed so that we can walk in the spirit of the Most High and access the power that was given to us. So that was it. Just wanted to leave that for y'all. Shalom, shalom.